I wanted to address this comment. Yes, what about fear? Because I feel like this could confuse a lot of people. And initially, when I got this comment, I was defensive for a second. And then I had to step back and remember when I first started and how little I knew, and be kind to this person, but use their comment as an opportunity to educate. The first thing to remember is that neck support varies from child's age to child's age, right? And my daughter is at a point where she can pick her head up on her own now, which is great. But especially in a woven wrap, the phrase that I want you to remember is that support comes from the wearer, not the carrier. Yeah, so what does that mean? That means that she was resting her head against my chest as she napped, and her resting her head there is where she's getting the support for it. Now, if I were to lean over while I was wearing her, I would need to use my hand to support her head while she was napping. If she chooses to wake up and sit her head up, that's a different situation. But in the video in question here, she was napping and she was napping against me, and I needed to place myself this way so that she's napping like this on me, not forward and leaning down. Again, if I lean down to pick something up, I have to use my hand as a support system for her. And why did I choose to actually use this as an educational moment? Because I live in absolute terrifying, death-defying fear of positional asphyxiation, and it's something I didn't know about when I started wearing my baby. Yeah. And when I look back at the first times that I wore her, I was wearing her so incorrectly in a carrier that I did not know how to use despite the instructions that came with it. And I had her far too low in it because I thought she needed that head support from the carrier, and that's actually dangerous. You don't want to do that. The very, very bare minimum is that the carrier should be like here-ish or here on a baby her age, like somewhere in this range. And in the video, I have it down here, and that's because I want to be able to see her airway at all times. I want to be able to hear her breathing at all times. Like I can hear you right now. I can fully see you right now, so this is no problem. But yeah, I think this person actually meant well. I just don't want another person to see it. I know, we don't want anyone to see it and make the same mistakes, right? So she's actually good in the video that I posted. Her positioning is correct. I have done a ridiculous amount of checking. I don't want to embarrass you, but we may have caught that on camera.